Are you sure?
Yep.
Right, well, hello guys. We are slightly late this morning. We have
We're slightly late for this morning, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
This is an 11 o'clock show. We're 5 hours late. It's been a long day.
It has been a long day.
Right, so our internet is currently down, so we're working off...
We're live.
We're on the right.
We're working off 4G at the moment, hopefully 4, not 3G.
4G.
We've restarted the router and everything. If it restarts, we'll be able to get you on here. So, but we just wanted to get on live straight away because people are starting to panic.
watching.
So,
James Charles Noble is watching.
I won't have
Simon
anything
Keane.
on here, so I can't see
What's up?
any comments at the moment. We're going to rely on Jason for the comments until the internet's back on. We're hoping any second now. We're just waiting for our router to restart. But anyway, hello everyone, and as always, thank you for joining us on this this beautiful Christmas wintry Friday.
Yeah.
So 3 weeks to go. Yeah, it's been really busy, and we've got a lot of stuff to show you today. A few Christmassy stuff, a couple of little really crap giveaways, but we're going to give something away anyway.
Lots of fun. Lots of fun.
So anyone want to say hello to?
Yeah, we've got Ottar's joined us, we've got Iffy's joined us, Frank Valenti's joined us, Simon Keane, Kevin Crooms is watching.
So I see a blue light on the router, so I think it's working again. I think.
Light.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's working on my phone.
Good afternoon, gents, from Mac.
Come on.
Here we go.
Chug. More coal.
All cold on
Okay.
the
Well,
fire.
let's start.
Alex
on.
running fast on that treadmill.
Yeah, let's start on here. While that's warming up, we can just say hello to everyone.
Hi Kevin. Kevin says afternoon, guys. Jonas says hello, guys, from a dark and cold place, Sweden. That is excellent. I thought it was Portsmouth, but Sweden. David Harris says hi. We've got lots of people joining us, Dave, which is good. Very exciting. Nearly Christmas. Can't believe it. It's the 6th of December. That is mad. That's mad. Lots of gigs, lots of money.
Right,
and lots
the
of
blue lights are on, but I'm still not getting any Wi-Fi. So.
Oh,
hello. Oh, hey. Here we go.
Oh.
We could be back on.
Syful is watching. Syful, looking forward to that curry, my friend.
Oh yeah.
Very much so. We love Syful.
Yes, we are. Right, we have internet, so we can now see on here again.
Awesome.
Yay.
Can I turn this off then?
You can turn it off.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So right. Just pull up on the full screen.
Yeah.
Right. So what we're gonna talk about first, Jason? Here we go. Right. Okay. There's all the comments.
I mean, we've got lots to talk about. Should we talk about some of the new cards that have come in?
Yeah. Well, you talk about that. I'm going to quickly read these comments while you talk about the new cards.
Okay. Well, we've had really exciting stuff come in, guys. Literally arrived today, hot off the press. So this is back, our beautiful Christmas deck. We have 6 of them in stock. It was on our Christmas newsletter. Hopefully you guys have seen that. These are lovely. Nice Christmas idea. Nice Christmas gift if people like playing cards. And if you're doing gigs, why not make them Christmassy just by changing your deck of cards? We've got 6 of these. Once they're gone, they are gone. The other nice deck that's come in is the Fort Knock cards. Now, if you want to see a film while you buy your Magic, please watch the trailer for this because it is bananas. But they are gold cards from Fort Knox. And the most exciting one of all is the new DMC Elite Gaff Pro Gaff deck. Now this is amazing. If you like DMC cards, especially the Forest Green Elites, this is what these are for. You've got a wide variety of gaffs in here. You've got double backers, you've got green and red cards. If you go on the website, you'll see a huge list of everything you get with these cards, and it will just enhance any trick that you do with your DMC cards.
One of my favourite ones is they've got a coin.
Yeah, a coin, so you can pluck a coin from your DMC deck, but take in my opinion, the best marked deck to the next level. Really, really cool.
Yes, awesome.
All right.
Yeah. By the way, when Jason said about this trailer, I mean, this is to me everything that's wrong in Magic. I mean, you watch a trailer, and as you said earlier, you think you've tuned into Saving Private Ryan. It's like, why? It's mad. And then you look at the price, you go $20 a deck. Well, we know how they pay for the trailer, then, don't we? Mm. Yeah, it's a pack of cards. Just show the cards, show what they are. You don't need to show people. They're basically soldiers running around with guns, blowing things up, and pretending to rob a bank.
You don't really see the cards in the trailer. You don't really see the cards.
Well,
do
you see them
a bit.
Yeah. They kind of make out if you use these cards, you can do all these cool things with it. But yeah.
I mean, they're nice cards, but don't rob a bank for them.
I know. Right. Okay. Well, that's the cards done. What's next, Jason?
Well, have we got any questions from the live?
Welcome back, by the way. You weren't here.
Thank you.
Week,
Yeah, I am back. I'm back with a vengeance.
Last week,
yeah.
Oh,
I'm back.
Dear Lord, we've got a bit of a.
What's up?
We've got a bit of an admittance to darkness here. Theosis Salus.
Well, speak up because you're behind the microphone. They can't hear you so well.
So Theo's just posted a small little story for us to read.
Okay.
Oh, that's a worry.
About oh god.
Oh, here we go. Slow it out. There we go.
Yeah.
So right, Theo. So I woke up.
That's not that small a story. I thought it was,
Oh yeah. So I woke up my dog.
I woke up, my dog is laying on the back patio, covered in dirt with a rabbit in his mouth. The rabbit's not bloody, just dirty. My neighbour's kids raised blue ribbon rabbits. I instantly knew it was one of theirs, so I took it, rushed it inside, washed away all the dirt off it before my neighbours could come home. It was stiff, but I heard some animals play dead when they're afraid, but I couldn't remember which ones. I took it, placed it back in the cage, in their backyard, and zoomed back home. Not 30 minutes later, I heard my neighbour screaming, so I go out and asked them what's wrong. They tell me the rabbit died 3 days ago and they buried it just now in the cage.
Brilliant.
Oh.
There was a similar story on Simon Mayo does his confessions. Well, he used to do the confessions in the morning. We're talking probably 15, 20 years ago now. And one of the confessions was that a brother, his hamster just disappeared. But what had happened is his brother was into remote control aeroplanes, and they decided to put the hamster into one of the remote control aeroplanes and fly it, which he was doing. The problem is the hamster, obviously panicking, was scratching around and chewing through wires and stuff. Lost control of the plane. The plane went down and they never found it. And his confession was, this is what happened to your hamster, and that's why my plane disappeared. And that was funny in itself. But what was really funny is Simon Mayo had said afterwards, you've got to imagine it in sort of 5,000 or 10,000 years' time when some archaeologist is digging away, digs up an aeroplane body with a hamster controls. So I thought that was going to be
I'll tell you what,
funny.
we talked about gerbils last week, hamsters this week. We're going for ferrets next week. Ferrets next week.
Sean Man says afternoon all.
What was the name of the customer that came in earlier? I was talking to about children's magic.
Mark. Yeah.
Mark, I'll tell you what, I've got to tell you this story because this fills my... I'm going to have nightmares about this. He said he was doing a kids gig and he was asked back to do one from the previous year, and he turns up with all of his stuff. I was telling Mark about how a lady has booked me for a month's time, and she went, you did a trick where you made money appear, and it was so good, it was so memorable, we don't want you to do it again. And I was like, it was a year ago, but whatever, you're the client. And he turns up to this gig with all of his stuff from the year before, pretty much, and they went, "Yo, you were so fantastic. The kids have just watched a video performance of everything you did last year."
Oh no!
And he just turns up with everything to do again. How? Sends shivers down the spine.
Have 2 acts. Rotate your acts.
Sends shivers down the spine. That does. That's awful.
Oh right, Nick Rushton is stuck in traffic. He says hi. Sean Max says hi. James Samuel hi. Eddie Grant, could you demo Jetbox? Which one's Jetbox?
Michael Chatelain's.
Which one was it?
Is that the one that Mr. Ali bought the other week? Is that the one with the card changes?
I'll have to have a look at that.
We've got to make something up.
Yeah, okay. We'll look into that. Catch, you want to write it down? We'll look into it for next week's live for you.
Because we've got to put something together.
Yeah, sorry, Eddie, we can't demo everything in the shop. We've just got too many things. Some things we just don't get time to demo. Plus, if we think it's not going to be a great seller, a bit of what's the word? A flash in the pan kind of trick, if you like. A flash in the dove pan.
Jetbox. Jetbox is the card. I think it's a card ends up in a box. It's like a quick change. I think that's Jetbox. I'm thinking of M case. Right. I think, but yeah, we'll look at it for next week for you.
Vishnuda says.
It's been out for a while.
Vishnuda says hi, PD. If you have Get Sharky ? I presume he means do you have Get Sharky?
No, I think he may have emailed about this, which I responded to. He may not have done, but someone else asked about this in the week.
Michael Cooley says hi. Charlie Robinson says hello. Hello Charlie. Hello to your mum as well if she's there. Oh, by the way, Charlie, I know you've got a gig tonight at the Vale Golf Club in Evesham. Good luck for that, mate. Charity gigs, always a good one. So yeah, have a good one for that.
I'll be there.
Joel says afternoon, gentlemen. Andrew Vaughan says good to see you back, Jason.
Thank you.
Charlie's now wondering how we know he's got a gig, but you know, we're magicians.
We're a magic shop.
Yeah, Walter McGurn says good afternoon, gents. Hello, Walter.
Hello, Walter.
Craig Petty's joined. Hello, Craig. Darren Snellgar. Hello, mate. Right, a few others have joined.
Hope you like your products,
Otter
Craig.
says, Jason, got any tips on making big amounts of candy appear as a final production in a kids' show?
Yes.
I mean, I would say my first thought would be a dove pan, but dove pan, change bag. But you're the kids' magician.
I make roughly 40 to 50 mini Chupa Chup lollies appear at the end of every show, just because I guarantee that everyone in the audience is going to be able to get one. And for that, I use the old production tube, you know, the perspex tube with the base, and then the cover that goes on the top.
Okay.
And then you lift off the top, and the silks have vanished, and we're in England. The chopper chops are there instead. So you fill it with silks, put the cover on, remove it, and it can be as quick as that. You can go 1, 2, and then it's full of chopper chops.
Yeah.
So that's what I do. But you can fill it with, you can have goldfish in there or anything you want.
Even
but it's
the new Santa
cool
hat
thing.
change bags, I'd say.
Yeah, Santa hat change bag would work. Cash had a nice idea of having a giant Snickers, you know, one of those double Snickers bars, and giving it to one kid and going, actually, that's not fair on everyone else, and dropping that one into that change bag, shaking it up, and having all those mini celebrations come out instead, and then you can give them away. But yeah, candy, I just like something with volume. A dove pan's brilliant, because if you use a proper sized dove pan, you can get loads in there. The one thing with dove pan is I love the idea of using fire. Not everywhere lets you do it, and I think if you're using a dove pan without fire, personally, it's not as flashy. I like the fire aspect, but I know that this crystal, I don't know what to call it, a silk canister, Mark Paul will correct me on the actual name, is what I've used for the last 3 or 4 years, and it's brilliant.
Okay, cool. And while you're asking us for advice, I've got some advice for you. I'd like to know how to blow up or vaporise a factory. Quite a big factory, about the same size as Sans Mine's factory. And if you've got any tips on how I can just vaporise that, and not everyone in it, wait till they're out, but yeah, just let us know.
It's not the Sans Mine factory, is it, just to be clear?
No, it's not the Sans Mine factory.
Slightly worried how, like, we're above a factory.
Yeah.
I'll get one of those production tubes.
Not our factory,
because
no.
supply
We're looking something the size of the Sans Mines factory.
Right.
Yeah,
So about that size.
About that size. Not the Sans, not
there,
of course
just
the Sans
about
Mine
that
factory.
size.
just roughly that size, yeah.
Right, Stephen Lovering. Hello, Stephen.
Steve.
He
I've
says,
heard
are
from
you
Steve
getting
for a while.
Click by Manoj?
Oh my
We
goodness
saw
me.
this.
Kushal,
Okay.
and is it any good? You obviously know what it is, I don't. Is
Right.
this an oh me good or an oh me
Well,
bad?
let me tell you this. If you want something to rival Saving Private Ryan,
Oh,
that we
really?
saw this morning,
You've got to watch
my
that.
God.
It's
If you have not seen the trailer for
cringe-worthy.
Click,
I haven't
it's
seen the
like
trailer
the
for Click.
start. It's like the start of a horror film. It's just a guy in his flat. It's like, I think,
It's Manoj himself.
it's like they've hired an A-level film student to make
Yeah.
this massive trailer, and it comes to watching our videos that we get sent as a dealer, and it
Yeah.
goes from, oh wow, you know, studio production, to basically a guy sat in a darkened room. You can barely see his face, and it's mad. The trick itself, we could get it in. I'd get a demo copy in. I wasn't
I think
sold
we'd
on
like
it.
the trick itself is just.
I was put
the
off.
trailer
To be
was
honest,
just cringeworthy.
yeah, if it's got to a point where a trailer annoys me so much that I then don't want to buy the effect. Honestly, if you haven't seen it, just Google it and watch that trailer and say if I'm wrong. But it's
Once upon a
ludicrous.
time in a land far
It's
away,
ludicrous.
a
It's
land of
almost that.
dragons and a land of
It's almost
goblins.
that.
It's a pack of cards. You can buy it if you like.
It's ludicrous. The trick itself, the trailer's so OTT. I'm not entirely sure what the trick is. It's basically a spectator's any word. What they're selling is a spectator can think of any word, and it appears scratched into a almost like written in a scrawled Sharpie on a card.
But then it can change.
So basically, this guy's on the trailer. He's got this card on his desk, and he can hear his phone ring. He doesn't know where it is, and he turns the card over, and it says sofa or under sofa. And he puts the card down. He looks under the sofa, and his phone's ringing. And he comes back up, and he doesn't know who's calling. So he turns the card over again. It says something like Chris, and then Chris starts ringing on his phone. It's.
Do you know the worrying thing? The trailer worked on Stephen Lovering because he's asking about it.
Well, yeah. No, well,
Stephen.
yeah.
Bad choice. Yeah.
Well, I'll get one in. I'll get
What
one
do you
in
want
because
to?
I want to know what it is.
Yeah, let's get. No, we'll get anything in to review it, even if it's bad. Just because if it's bad, you guys need to know about it. Just
The
because
thing
we're
is,
not
I
stocking
didn't know what I was buying.
Yeah.
It's
We-
almost done the opposite of what a trailer should do.
We were sitting there too busy cringing away at the trailer, to actually.
Nothing has beaten the
Yeah.
reptilians from the old Viper wallet. Do you remember that?
Oh god.
Nothing's beaten that.
Oh.
I'm gonna send an award out.
We need to
at
do
the
a
end of the year.
montage of all these, and then we've got to do our own spoof. There's got
Yeah.
to be fire in the background, disused buildings, beaches with wind in your hair, which might be a problem for me.
Egg.
Yeah.
What came first?
It's like, no, literally, we could do like a full production and then just have me walk up and go.
Yeah.
Right.
Nobody can see you.
Jonas and Mark Paul have both offered some advice for Ottar, so check that out, Ottar. Kevin Morton says, hello chaps. Eddie Grant says, no problem. Sure, man, guys, is there any way you can antique flash paper to look like old parchment? Yes. Get yourself some tea.
Good question.
Really strong tea bags, several tea bags. And make it a really strong cup of coffee. Dip your flash paper in it. Make sure your flash paper's dry first so it'll absorb the liquid, and then dry it out. When it dries out, it'll go old and parchmenty. You can just wipe it with a tea bag, but I find it better to actually soak it in
up as well.
Yeah.
Used to do that in primary school with
yeah,
kids.
But it works wonders. And when it dries out, it'll still burn just as well.
Just don't try and burn any holes in it.
Yeah.
It should have a small burn hole.
Well, no, you can burn a hole in flash paper. You just wet it first, and then you hold the lighter on. It takes forever, but it will burn away.
That's
so
cool.
You
That's
can,
really good.
Yeah, you can burn the edges. If you want to burn the edges, make it look really old. Yeah, just wet it and then just burn around. It takes.
That's cool.
It takes forever to burn the edges though, but it does work. It does work. I tried it.
That's wicked. That's really good.
I'm not going to give that a try simply because the basis of I'll probably just set my house on fire for fun.
That was cool though.
Lee Alex is saying, Jason, are you talking about the rice canister? Was that what you were on about?
I don't know, quite possibly. I mean, it's a big cylindrical canister that you can throw silks or whatever you want in it. You put a cover over the top, lift off the cover, and it's full of whatever you want.
Okay.
It's about this big.
Akshay is asking, what is the best coin bending routine gimmick in your opinion? In my opinion, it's Coinvex by David Penn. It's really good. If you go to the 10th of August show, you will see our talk. It's at 41 minutes on the 10th of August.
You Rain Man? How have you done that?
Because somebody asked the same thing.
Oh, right. That's amazing.
Should have get quiet there. Yeah, no, somebody's asking us the same thing the other day, so that's why I know it's the 10th of August. About 41 minutes, you'll see a little demo of my version, my handling of David's coin bending routine. You've got other gimmicks. The quantum bender is really good, but you can't get those wholesale from most magic shops. You can only get it from the people who develop it, who I think is in Germany. Don't get the Chinese rip-off because it's awful. It's really bad and will fall apart very fast. You've got Ox Bender. Yeah, Ox Bender's okay. It only works with certain coins. It works if you've got copper nickel coins, easy bend coins, 1p's, 20p's, but doesn't work with steel 2p's, steel 10p's, and 50p's are really hard. And you definitely can't do 1s and 2s. Then you've got a few other ones out there. Trying to think of some of the better ones out there.
Would you recommend the Easy Bend coins with David Penn's with Coinvex regardless?
Oh, absolutely. That's the whole reason I got it, because I'm working with a few magicians.
We get asked that loads.
I was working with magicians who weren't very strong and quite puny. Jamie Raven. Sorry,
Jamie's tricks back, by the way. We didn't talk about that.
I got videos of me and Jamie in the gym one day. It's funny. I'll show you one day. But anyway, yeah.
It's back.
Oh yeah, yeah. Mine, yours, and Mystery Bank Night by Jamie and Paul Martin.
Yep.
So yeah, coin bends. I was at a gig and Jamie was there, and you know, I can see him at the table bending a coin, and every now and again you get a steel coin, not a copper nickel, and it's like, and it's a real grimace, and it just gives it away. So my idea when I made them was to be able to make them bendable by hand, but they weren't quite bendable by hand. So I tried them in a gimmick, and oh my god, they just bent like butter. So yeah, they bend really easily with most of them. In fact, all coin bending gimmicks.
So do they reach like a critical mass? So you can, if you heat, how long do you heat them for?
I heat them until they're glowing orange.
Yeah.
Okay, we put them in a kiln until they're glowing orange, and we'll leave them like that for about 40 minutes. So they're orange for 40 minutes. If you open the kiln, you can almost see through the coins. They're translucent. You can get the same effect with a blowtorch, but you're going to run out of gas really fast. Then you don't cool them fast. If you just take them out and cool them, quench them, they're going to go hard again. So you close the kiln, we leave it overnight to cool really, really slowly. And what happens, metal is a series of molecules, loads of molecules like this, or atoms of molecules that are all kind of lined up, and it's very, very strong. Okay, and if you've got something like tin or lead, the molecules are kind of like very open. That's why you can bend it very easy.
Yeah.
So when you heat them up, all these molecules start moving around like this, and it's a process called annealing. If you look up a metallurgy term that blacksmiths use to soften metal before working it. So yeah, these molecules come like that. If you quench it in water, they straighten up again really quick.
Yeah.
Quench them in oil, it does the same. But if you slow them really slowly, they slowly sort of stop and get frozen in that position. Now that's really, really soft. It's like bending lead or tin. But when you bend it, okay, what happens is it's stretching out. That part when it bends here, that stretches out those molecules, so it stretches them back into a straight line again.
Yeah.
And once you're in a straight line, you then can't bend it back. Hence the reason you bend them, and you can't bend back. Just like the forks. So these are the easy bend forks. Okay, exactly the same. We heat treat them across there, and they bend really easy like that. But Jason, if you bend that back, once you bent it,
yeah, I mean,
yeah, it doesn't bend back.
No.
Yeah. So and it bends the same on there, so you can bend it really easy there, there,
so the bender one.
there, and bend the middle bit. So the middle bit bends.
What, just bend that?
No, it's there. That's it. It's heated there.
Oh,
Bend
yeah.
it really easy. Yeah. And if you're going to bend it back.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool. That.
Yeah. There you go.
No. What my question was? So if you heated them for 80 minutes, it wouldn't make them softer. They get to a point where
they get to a point. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah. So whether you're heating them for, I mean, I found under half an hour it doesn't tend to work as well. So a good 40 minutes, perfect every time. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you just heat it till it glows and let it cool, it will be softer, but not as soft as it could possibly be.
Okay.
Right.
Cool.
Otar says, oh yes, fire is a must, Jason. Eddie Grant says, LOL, laugh out loud. Jonas says, Jason, I think it's a crystal silk tube you mean.
Yeah, probably. As I say, I can't remember what it's called.
Otar, haha, oh Dave, you are opening a real can of worms there, but I sure have loads of ideas for creative demolitions. Otar, we should go on holiday to the States together. Where's Sans Mine's based?
Don't call the Sans Mine's factory a can of worms. That's very nice.
Ifty says you need to watch the live performance unedited, which is a better way to watch. Paul Sunderland, late again, bring a note. Late again, bring a note. Yeah, where were you, Paul? Bad boy. Looking forward to seeing you guys at the beginning of next week. Ifty says RE click. Robert Van Buren says hello, guys. Robert says, is Bobo hiding in the tree? No, Bobo is in a cage. Do you want to come over, Bobos? Cage.
Oh.
Well, the tree's further away this time, so you can't get into the tree and bite it.
Yeah,
It's,
right. Okay. I'll give it a minute and a half.
I don't know if Bobo can see. Yeah, you can't really see Bobo there. If you've got the monitor, Bobo, I
A
think
minute and a
she's
half.
outside.
Before she goes
Yeah,
back
she's
free.
outside.
Start the clock.
Now she's technically in the tree.
There we are. So, right. In fact, if you come down here, look. Yeah, I know you want tickles, but we haven't got time to tickle. We're doing a live show, Bobo. We can't tickle you yet. Yeah, Jason will tickle you while I'm talking.
Tickle, come here.
So let's go in the tree.
Oh,
there you go.
look at that.
Clickers on Vanishing Ink on pre-order. Sounds like the pre-order rules apply there. The reverse. Oh, sorry, Ifty says the reverse of the. Sorry, move out the way icons. There you go. The reveal appears on a photo, so it looks pretty cool from the demo vid.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah.
Click, oh my god, and the method I've seen in the dealer's video. Kevin Crooms, wind in your eyebrows.
From when we were talking about doing our own videos.
Yeah. Just imagine that, my eyebrows.
I'll get click in because it's going to be a conversation. People are going to ask about it, so it'd be silly not to have it.
Right. If you produced warped candy in a dove pan, you should use flash paper as fire. Sorry, wrapped
candy,
you spelled wrapped wrong, yeah. Especially if you bake the candy in a pan, use flash paper. Sort of makes sense if the ingredients for the wrapping itself.
Yeah.
Sean Man says, cheers guys. If the yeah, what's up? Yeah, I know you want tickles. Look, we're doing a show, Bobo. We can tickle and scratch your head all day later. Ifty says, would love to see a review of Hot by Zam Wong, Sharpie that lights flash paper, especially regarding the remote it comes with. That's my invention. That's mine. If you look on my Facebook page about 2 years ago, I did come up with that idea. I just haven't finished the prototyping of it yet.
Your alter ego is also Zap Wong, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Mark Paul, Jason, crystal silk cylinder.
That's it.
Hey,
That's it.
We got there eventually.
Mark's on it.
Good
That
old
is
Mark.
definitely what it's called. Yeah, thank you, Mark.
Right, Charlie says my mug came Wednesday. Thanks, guys. You're most welcome, Charlie. Don't let your mum drink out of it.
Is that what
Your cup,
That's
Charlie.
what I
Your cup. Take it with you to gig tonight, so she doesn't drink out of it in secret. And we will be doing PropDog wine glasses at some point. Right, William Watt. Hello from Mauritius. Private joke.
Hello from Mauritius. I mean, that is just.
Oh yes.
I mean, I hate the heat, so you're welcome to it. But for everyone else,
So you're William. I've got a few family members out in Mauritius. Go say hi to them for me.
Right. We're not quite at the bottom there, but I think we should do some magic or something.
Yeah, we
something
should.
now, because we've been too long talking, and we've been on 20 minutes, half an hour, and then people are dying to see some magic.
Should we do some fishing? Do you like
I like to
fishing
fish.
trip, don't you?
I like to fish. I was fishing in Florida not so long ago.
Okay, let's do some card fishing.
I haven't seen this yet.
By
It's all going to be good.
Tenyo. In this bag, I have two things. I have a deck of cards, sold separately, and I have a rope.
Ooh.
Now, Cash,
Hello.
what I need you to do, check inside the bag.
Yeah, nothing in the bag.
In the bag. Okay, what we're going to do, we are going to use this rope.
What are we going to do?
Oh, stop it.
So what we're going to do is.
Give me
What we're going to do?
So what we're going to
you
do?
give me a complex. So
You
what
We
we're
can
going
just
to
do it. You don't need to tell me what we're going to do. We can just
Yeah,
do it.
so I've got a pack of cards. They really are all different.
Okay.
What we're going to do?
You don't, shut up. You don't need to bring the camera for this. I do this, you say stop.
Stop.
Fantastic. Have a look at the card. Da, 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 da.
Can I show the camera?
Yeah, of course.
Boom.
Pop, 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 pop. Just make sure you got the right one.
Queen of Diamonds.
Is it the Queen of Diamonds?
No.
I do this, you say stop.
Stop.
Pop it in there. Wonderful. Now what we're going to do is we're going to give them a shuffle. And we're going to drop the cards.
Gonna make you paranoid.
We're going to drop the cards
Sort of swear job,
the bag. Now I am going to give these a good mix around and I'm going to go fishing. Right, here we go. Would you be impressed if I could get your card on the end of this rope?
I would be very impressed, Jason.
Okay. Don't laugh, Alex. It's very off-putting. All right, here we go. Here we go. We're going in. We're going in.
Oh, he's got a bag.
Oh, and knotted as well.
One
Wow.
card, and one card only, for the first time. Oh, hello.
First time that's happened.
For the first time, what was your card?
7 of hearts.
The 7 of
Boom.
Hearts. And that is Miracle Fishing by Tenyo.
That's not bad for a 10.
It's all right, isn't it?
Yeah. What about if you want to do it on stage, though, Jason? Doesn't work too well on stage, does it?
You can't do it on stage.
You can, because I come up with an idea. We're going to do a jumbo card version with the jumbo cards. We have some
No.
jumbo cards over here. No, I thought of this beforehand. It's the first time I've seen your trick, but it worked as I thought it would.
Right.
Wait, that's not going to fit in your bag, is it?
No.
Don't worry. I have a Sports Direct bag down here. Bit of free advertising for Sports Direct there. And
You
we
have
are-
thought about this?
I have thought about this. It's the only bag I've got that's big enough to fit jumbo cards in. But we are going to do fishing. Oops, jumbo fishing. That'll do. Right, all I need from you, Jason, is to think of a playing card.
Okay.
What is it?
Do you want me to name it now?
Yep, I'm just going to do this straight. I've just realised that's not a normal deck of cards. That it's a jumbo It's a jumbo rising
card.
deck.
Oh, Jesus.
It'll work. It'll work.
Hopefully.
I'll
be impressed if it does.
Let's have a go. Right.
I'll be impressed if it
Okay.
does.
So name a card, Jason.
Well, out loud.
Out loud.
The Jack of Diamonds.
Jack of Diamonds. I'm going to attempt to fish here for the Jack of Diamonds. Jason, are you ready? Here we go.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be well impressed if that works.
Oh, I've caught something. I've caught something. Here we go. Oh, hello. Oh, I really have caught something. It's oh, hello. I really have caught something here. Hey, see, I like to go fishing as well, Jason. There we are.
What?
What was the card?
Jack of Diamonds.
Jack of Diamonds.
Oh, look at that, everybody.
Do you like
Tell
fish,
you
Bobo?
what.
Like fishy?
For
No,
God's
not interested in
sake.
fishy. For God's sake.
For God's sake.
For God's sake.
You haddock me at the first card
Yeah.
trick.
Was it? I what?
You haddock me at the first card trick.
That wasn't as good, was it?
Oh,
Dear me.
there you go. Right, don't forget there's a
We're
jumbo.
going to get a massive amount of fish-related puns now. Yeah. And
Scale it down, lads. Scale it down.
scale
Don't
it
forget,
down.
inside there is a jumbo rising deck. Put it over there so we don't forget.
Yeah, I'll place this over there.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh dear.
Right. Anyway, so that was what was that there?
Tenyo card fishing.
Card fishing. How much is that if they want it?
It's on there.
Well, you tell me.
Cash was nice enough to write down all the prices for you.
Card fishing.
Oh, on the top. So the card fishing is $21.99. The fish are for sale. That's just one we got in for the shop just for a laugh. The fish are about 80 or 90 quid, I think, for the fish. If you do want one, let us know. We can get one in with
It's
you.
brilliant, that
Yeah,
fish, I tell you.
it's funny, isn't it?
Yeah, the nice thing about...
The straws are good, but I would use that any day over that.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it's
yeah.
three-dimensional. Yeah, check this out, by the way.
It looks great.
Yeah.
It generally does look brilliant.
Fish, by the way, so... oh, you can take your rope off there. There you go. So the fish is three-dimensional. It's not flat, and they are really cool. Like, they just... they fold flat like that. You get a little magnet on the end, and then you get a magnet on the other end. You meant to use a fishing rod. I brought my fishing rod in, but there wasn't enough room with this. And then as you pull up, it
Just sorts
expands like
itself
that.
out.
It just comes out, and then it pops into sort of 3D mode. So you can see there, look, quite 3D. There you are, quite visual. And they come in 3 sizes as well. That's the biggest. They come in smaller sizes, but
It's brilliant. There's so
just
much...
fun. Just fun on stage.
honestly,
Just
the
come on
last-
stage, do that, throw it off, and start your act. He's just going to get everyone laughing from day one.
Last 3 weeks,
Right.
I've seen... what have I seen? I've seen fish, you know, like... What do we call that kind of stuff? What's it called?
Fish.
No, like any of the products that are rolled and then come out of a bag.
Appearing products.
Yeah, so I've seen appearing fish. I've seen Murphy's recently have got 3 guitars coming out of a
Oh
suitcase
yeah,
What?
I
for
love
like
that.
$800
It's
or
amazing.
something. It's
Yeah.
just becoming
It's A
Massive.
suitcase with 3 appearing guitars, and then the third one, or one of them, you can levitate.
Yeah,
So kind of like a
amazing.
zombie ball.
It's just
Yeah.
becoming
With
a
a guitar
massive
strap.
thing. It's going to be
I'll
folding,
show you that later. It's insane.
folding
It
assistants.
Yeah, check it out,
produces
yeah.
three from the little suitcase about that big. Pulls out 3 full-size guitars, and the third one gets the guitar strap, wraps it round, and just uses it like a little zombie ball.
That's cool.
Yeah, we'll check
Pretty
that.
mad.
Really good. Nice packaging with card fishing. You get the bag, you get the rope, you get obviously the gimmick, you get a deck of cards, you get everything you need to do it.
Yeah.
There's also a routine you can do where not only does their card come out, but once you've removed their card, you've got Happy Birthday to You also caught in the deck. So you've got some colourful cards in there as well. So you do really get a lot with it, and it's great. I was personally thinking I do lots of stuff in my kids show with a bag. I mean, I take a lot of things out of a paper bag, and I don't like props that are unnecessary. So I take things out of the bag, and then I use the bag in the finale of the routine as well. So the bag's had a place.
Yeah.
It's been there for the whole time. So I would like to do card fishing from that bag and then use it for my finale, showing it ever more empty. I think it's really nice. It's a good trick, and it's a great one. If you don't know what to buy someone for Christmas and they're into magic, they can learn that in 5 minutes, and it's genuinely a good little trick.
Yeah, nothing wrong with
It's
that.
really good. Tenyo, all the Tenyo stuff's brilliant. I really like.
While we're doing some quick tricks, here's a quick Christmassy trick that anyone can pretty much do. You get yourself a little glass of water and just give it a little wave like that, and you're hopefully going to turn your water
into wine.
into snow. Ta-da!
Frozen 2. Meet PropDog's answer to Elsa.
There is your little frozen snow there. So yeah,
That's nice.
just a little Christmas idea for you. So all you need is a wine glass, some water. Well, it hasn't got to be a wine glass, it could be any glass, and that's Insta Snow. So Insta Snow, if you don't know what it is, it's pretty much slush powder. Okay, slush powder, but instead of going like a gel solid, it becomes white and fluffy, and it looks like snow. And believe it or not, because it's cold, it feels like snow as well. I mean, you feel the dampness of it and you feel the coldness of it, and it really does feel like snow. Insta Snow is great. It's not very expensive. It's $11.99. You're going to get basically, I mean, that was 1.5 scoops like that. So you're going to get a ton of performances from that. And all that is just a king size thumb tip with a little bit of that snow in it. All I did is just basically bring it to my hand here, hold it like that, and just tip it in. And then a great little Christmas trick anyone could do, really cheap. So I hope that will go well.
I used to demonstrate this, and if you use iced water,
Yep.
it genuinely does feel. You know, obviously they don't expect it to be that cold. It's a great thing. Really good.
Oh, I just thought of a sick routine for it. So you can start off with the old school snowstorm,
Yeah.
and then show them visually how you change water into snow. That would be kind of cool.
The
Maybe
problem with
I'm
that
so
one, if you're doing the one, there's one kind of snowstorm, and then there's that which was just on the floor.
Yeah.
Get back in the cage.
All right.
Anyway, right, okay, here we go. Let's crack on with some
Hello from Mauritius.
some more comments. See if anyone else is joining us. Right, Paul Sunderland says, thanks to applying for the email cache RE Bear Mini. Do you stock the original Bear to look at until the Mini is available?
The Mini is available.
The Mini is here, so we've got 10 of them in stock.
We've got 11 of them in stock,
11.
and they are shipping Monday because they're not technically released until then.
$22.99, by the way.
But yeah, they are on the stock. They're on the site. Sorry, they're on recent editions. Type in Bear, B-A-R-E.
And you get your mini bear, and you get your little pot that you can show them the pot.
So
if you're going to use ash or flour or whatever you're going to use to reveal the actual prediction on your arm or forehead.
Yeah, Cash and I have got mixed feelings on this. Cash thinks it's brilliant. I like the idea. I just think it's a bit like you've brought your grandmother to a gig with you. You know, it's a bit. All right, but yeah, I mean, it's if you haven't got anything to sprinkle onto their hand, having ground coffee or something in there is decent.
Flour, have some flour, and just say.
Or
Literally line it on the table. Yeah.
Even better.
In fact, tell you what, I don't need to do that. Oh my God, is that your
The
card?
one thing
If you
that
don't
if
wanna-
anybody
yeah.
ever.
I need to type myself up before this.
If anyone
this trip.
has ever asked, like, why are you carrying that? The first thing I'd go is, if you pass me the tequila, I'll show you. Just carry salt with you. That being said, like you said, have the whole cocaine
you
gag.
could just make out it's your whiffle dust or whatever.
Whatever you want. I mean, carry your snow powder in it or anything.
Not that I'm
anything you want.
condoning this. When I was younger, I was dared to snort salt off a bar top for a shot of
What is
shot of
happening
vodka.
here?
Don't ask. Don't do that, kids. But if you do want to pull that gag off, go for it. But I don't recommend the brain damage. It's not good.
It's good, if it's something you want your keys and you want something on you the whole time, that's what it's for. Yeah, it's nice. Bear, the original Bear, I don't think we've got, and they're unavailable at suppliers as well.
They're unavailable.
So they brought this out at the right time.
Okay, cool. Akshay says, can't recommend the bank night routine more, it's brilliant. Ifty says, can you show your handle of Coin Vex again? You direct one without using 2 coins. Yeah, Ifty, just go on the 10th of August one, mate, because we've got a lot to talk about today, and we're already, you know, well, we've got 20 minutes left and a lot more to talk about. So, yeah, have a look on the 20th. If you still need to show it, see it, then, but yeah, you won't. If you watch that one, you'll see it. I was going to say I'll send you a video, but if I send you a video, there's no point doing that if I can send you the link. Yeah. Right, Walter says, welcome back, Magico Jason.
Thanks, Walter.
David Harris, what's your view on Nothing 2.0 by Bond Lee? Right, David, I loved Nothing 2.0. It was brilliant. It was the smallest and most reliable smoke device on the market, and I couldn't recommend them highly enough. We sold loads of them without a single problem. And then something changed. And the second batch we got, I think we had about 4 of them returned. About 4 of them were returned and weren't working. So we set new ones out to the customers, and they were eventually happy with it. So what we've asked them to do now is to test all units personally before they send them to us. So they are really, really good. We had a bad batch, but hopefully any we get now, having been personally tested by them before they send it to us, will hopefully be good. So it is a great little great little routine. It's a great little product, great little gimmick. Very good.
Very good, yeah. When it works, it's brilliant.
Very good. Right, so that is Nothing 2.0. Gerald says, hi guys, any trick you can recommend when I buy Phoenix blank face double decker? Ooh. Mark Paul.
Any trick you can do with a blank face double decker?
You can do a version of Phil Plus.
Yeah, that's what I was
but yeah, Gerald, I have to do some research on that one. I'm afraid I'm not really coming up with anything off the top of my head. Alex.
Well, no, you'd have to write. Obviously, you've got to write something on one side of the blank faces, haven't you? And,
Liam Jones says, "Good afternoon."
The easiest force ever.
Yeah.
Hope you're having a good day. Check out the other blanks as well. Is it the factory blanks? They're good as well.
Yeah, they are good. The factory blanks are cool.
Hans says, thanks for stocking fadeaway deck. Seems to be another good one from Chris Philpott. Absolutely 100%. So I absolutely love 100 monkeys. Cash, talking of fadeaway deck.
Hello. Fadeaway?
Do you want to do fadeaway deck? Because we have promised, I can't even remember who it was now.
We promised several people, I think.
Yeah, we were going to do fadeaway deck, but we couldn't do it last week because Cash went and lost the demo deck of fadeaway.
Do you know what? It might have been our friend Adam Evans from memory.
I think you were right. Yeah, do you want to bring the camera slightly closer for this one, please, Alex, and then you can check it out.
Yeah, of course. Why not? Might as well. Hello. Hello, camera. Hello, my lovely public. How are we doing, kids?
What we're going to do?
Fadeaway deck. So this is the one that everyone's been asking about for a while. It's been lost in translation. And by lost in translation, I mean I just couldn't find it, and we lost it and stuff.
And I couldn't translate what you were saying.
And nobody could translate. Is this the Indian accent, boss?
No, actually we were ignoring you, but yeah, I told you I couldn't translate.
Oh, yeah. Ready?
Yeah.
Are we ready? I mean, simple
Show
enough.
them, not me.
Show them.
So ready for this.
You're also ready for this, Jay. So of course you're ready for this. 52 cards in a deck. Every single one of them blank. Show the backs as well if you like. I mean, it's not that bad. Of course, if you just simply listen to the cards, they'll start to reveal themselves to you. Of course, everything works just by listening. Of course, it's as easy as showing you a simple card. Now, if you do concentrate hard enough, guys, you can actually turn cards from literally blank to real cards.
Ooh.
It's that cool, boss. I mean, the more you think about it, the more real the cards become. Seriously, you've actually got an entire deck of cards sitting right there for you. But of course, if you think about it too much, boss, just like me, you think too much and things just get mixed up, and eventually stuff just starts to fade away. So much so that you could even take that first card and give it a little rub.
They've all gone, Cash.
It's gone. Every single card's gone. How cool is that?
Cool. That's the fadeaway deck.
That's the fadeaway.
Nice hat, by the way.
Oh, thank you, boss. I wonder where this came from.
We've got a few hats in. Speaking of hats, actually, cool, huh? We had some PropDog baseball caps made. The problem is they forgot to print them. Should have had PropDog across there. So I sent them back and over further. And well, no, I haven't sent them back, so I phoned them up and they said, don't worry, we will send you the new ones that are engraved. You may as well keep the hats you have. I've got no use for these. I've got 1, 2, 3, I've got 4, 5. I've got five blank hats. If anyone out there wants a blank PropDog blue hat, one size fits all, just say yes to the hat. Just say yes to hat on there and we will send you them free of charge.
Is it a change bag?
It's a change bag hat, yeah.
Is it? Wow.
No, don't. Well, you could use it as a change bag.
It's a production hat.
So we have these. I've got no use for them here. I'm not going to wear one. I'm going to wear the PropDog one when they come in. So yeah, if anyone wants them, please do let me know. We will send you them, no charge. And while we're on the subject of giving stuff away, so I had to engrave a Queen of Hearts Omni deck for somebody earlier on, reverse one. But I don't know if you can see there, but it's not straight. It's slightly skew-if. Okay, so I re-engraved it, but that does mean that I now can't use this one, and it's a perfectly good one. It's just a little bit squiff. So if anyone wants that, say yes to the Omni deck. The first person to say that will get this, because I've got no use for it as well. And while I'm giving stuff away, I've got an old prototype here as well of a phone. So I was making Omni phones for Noel Qualter, and this is the Omni phone over there, and you can probably see there's a line on there that didn't engrave the second line quite straight, but it's a beautiful little thing and I don't want to throw it away. So if anyone wants that as well, you can have that free of charge. Just pop it in the post to you. I've got no use for it.
What do I have to say for that one? Yes to phone.
Oh yeah. Just say yes to Omniphone, and I will send that to you as well. Late. Yeah, I mean it's just an acrylic phone. If you've got an iPhone X, the smaller version, that's the size it is, and you can just do something with that.
About 10 people want one already, so.
Well, only the first person to get it is going to get one. Right. So. Right, we've done fadeaway deck. We've done lots else. Alex, do you want to talk about your thing this morning? Coming over. Alex is going to do another chat about a quick book.
Kirky's book reviews.
Kirky's book corner.
Actually, before you do that, I'm losing the emails up here because everyone's of course saying yes to things. So I'm going to read out a few of these because I might miss a few. Jason or Cash, can you look on the phone and see if we've missed any comments before Andrew Max Phoenix said just had a long 5-hour journey to help pick up my energy.
Right,
so yeah, that's right. It went up before I managed to read it properly. These are going up really fast because everyone's saying yes. So Ian,
Paul Sunderland.
Well, I've got Ian Smith is the top one at the moment. It says hi guys.
No, you've not missed anything. The one before that was thank you for stocking fadeaway.
Perfect. Okay, I'll read this one out quickly. It says hi Dave. So hi guys, Dave. I found some kombucha earlier this week, so purchased a few bottles. Hopefully be enjoy. Oh, it's gone. Too late. I lost it. But yeah,
he says. Hopefully be enjoying it while catching up with the catching up live on Sunday morning. Have you had the opportunity to try the Wow Cube? What are your thoughts? Thank you for your first class service and honest advice.
Right, Wow Cube hasn't come in yet. Kombucha, shop bought kombucha is okay. It's not bad, but it's nothing compared to my homemade kombucha. Seriously, you'll tell me. You're starting.
It's almost like a different product. Yeah, so it's got me making it now. Yeah. So I've got my daughter making it.
If anyone wants to make it, I've got. I put some videos up on YouTube for Mike Sullivan who wanted to make it as well. I can forward the video if anyone wants to make kombucha. Quickly read out a couple more of these so we don't lose them. William Watts says hard place to get magic props from. Here, but PropDog does a great job. I thank your professionalism today. I have used my hydrostatic pint for the first time. Great impact. You are most welcome, William. So I'm glad you're getting
impact, does he mean that he accidentally
did a cash?
He did a cash magic special.
Ottar says, ha ha, the look of concern on Jason's face is the best part here. Paul Sunderland, love the jumbo fishing. Max Gibson, thanks for the split rings, Dave. Lifesaver, you're most welcome, Max. They were posted today. You should get them tomorrow, hopefully. Ottar says, the appearing and levitating guitars have been on sale at Alibaba in China for several years in an appalling quality. Hopefully Marvin's version is better. Well, I know that quite a few products that are sold in certain magic shops are direct from China. I mean, some of them are good, some of them are bad. The fish is direct from China, but it's not a rip-off. So.
Just the onslaught of PropDog beanies.
Yeah, PropDog beanies, yeah. We have PropDog beanies. Yeah, if anyone wants a PropDog hat, please do let us know. We can sell you one. Right, Ottar, oh my god, beanies. Paul Sunderland. Oh, have you got your other hat here, Cash?
I've got this one. Oh,
I made Cash some different hats. Well, I didn't make him. I ordered them because obviously he's got his little.
I've got the other one at home.
I'll bring the other one in next week. Show him. It's amazing. Yeah. Paul Sunderland, can you put a bear mini to one side for me, please?
We've got 11 of them. I think you'll be alright.
Yeah, you'll be alright, Paul. Don't worry about it. Yeah, Mark Paul, love the beanie hat.
I worked so hard, so I was so honoured when I got my PropDog T-shirt. And now I'm going to be walking down the street and everyone's going to be PropDogged up, aren't they?
Yeah, but no one else has got PropDog T-shirts.
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah,
All
it's only
right.
the hats.
It's the
Still
hat.
wear it with pride.
My eBay,
I've actually had somebody ask me the other day, go, what brand of clothing is that? And I was like,
PropDog.
My PropDog eBay auction is currently at £165.
Right, I think I'll just clear this one as well. Matthew Colley says, I'm using loops by Yeagle for the PK Touch at gigs, but really going through lots of them. Can you recommend anything else that may last longer? Unfortunately, Matthew, no. With the loops, you will go through a lot of them. It's just part and parcel of it. That's why we sell so many. We sell a lot of them. Muscle memory helps when you use them for a long time, just pulling out to a certain point. The problem is, before you build muscle memory, it's easy to pull out to here when the maximum stretch is here. So if you're coming out here and you're trying to pull out to full strength and you bang it, broke another one, get another one, that's the problem. So just muscle memory, just coming to that certain point. So if you haven't been using them that long, I mean, I'm presuming you've been using them a while, but what may be worth doing is getting a bit of string or elastic or something that will stretch out to exactly the same size and just sit in front of the TV, just doing 2,000 of those, so that your muscle memory will always go to the same spot rather than going to there 1 minute, there the next. May help.
Wax on, wax off.
Was there a product a while back when I was getting into magic? I seem to remember it being reviewed on Wizard Product Review where it taught you to tie your own loops. Do you recall that?
Yep, there was one. There was a loop tying system.
Yeah, who was that by?
Yeah.
Can't think who it was
I
by.
don't know. Yeah, but Yeagle has the patent for loops, so no one else can make loops and sell them. He has a physical patent. He has a copyright on it as well, and I mean he has patents on nearly everything. So if you buy one from anyone else, it's going to be a rip-off of his and probably not as good. So
He's also got a patent on spiders and pens.
Right, Cash, I'm going to leave it for you to find out who we're sending the hats to, because everyone's saying yes to the hat, yes to this, that and the other. So if you can go through them, Cash, at some point before we go home today, and make sure we've got names of who wants the hats, Omnidex and Omniphones and stuff like that.
Who wants to be a milliner?
Yes, right. Oh, nice.
Come on, that's good.
Are you ready?
Yeah, Book Corner. Book Corner, Card Devilry by J.K. Hartman. See, I had to read it, I've forgotten already. J.K. Hartman, who I seem to remember from when I first started in Magic in the 90s. He had a series of books out, Cardcraft, Aftercraft, Trickery Treats, and they were really good. And this one is very similar. So Vanishing Ink this time. It used to be Kaufman, and 60 tricks or so. Really well explained. It doesn't hold your hand as much as the book I did last week, Pure Imagination. Where all they had loads of colour photos in it. It had about 15 photos per trick. So these are more of the traditional line drawing that you might remember from the Kaufman books. And they're pretty good. It's all pretty clear. It's like I said, it doesn't hold your hand. So at one point the trick I was going to do, I had no bookmarks, so you have to use your cards. You'll get your cards and I'll take that out before we sell it. And so you have to follow the line drawings. But they're really good and really effective tricks, actually. I was surprised at the quality of all of them, to be honest, and it's one of those things where you're never quite sure until I showed the trick to Cash this morning, and he was amazed, wasn't you, Cash?
He went, what effect is that, where can I buy it?
Yeah, basically Cash wanted to buy the trick.
Classic New Age magician.
So I think it's like £32, 60 tricks, £32, all cards, and not too difficult.
It assumes some prior knowledge though, doesn't it?
It does. So at some point he'll say, in the trick I learned, he says do a Jordan count, but he doesn't explain a Jordan count. So although you don't need to be very skilled to do it, you do probably need a little bit of knowledge, or another book that's got some list of sleights in it, and false counts. He does teach some sleights, so he's got the rumba counts in here, cut pass. So I think probably the drop half pass is possibly the hardest thing you might have to do, but a half pass is nowhere near as hard as a proper pass. It's a good looking book, nice and handy for travelling, and well recommended.
You're going to do a trick?
I could show something from it.
What's the trick called? Do you know?
Oh, that's a good point. It's called Daily Something. So a lot of the tricks are actually based on other tricks, really, or derivatives of. So not Not a huge amount of original plots, to be fair.
I'm concerned by what Dave's doing. What's Dave doing?
I don't know.
Like Paul Sunderland says, yes to Turner watch, worth a try.
So this is called Daily Dilly. It's on page 42.
Daily Dilly.
Daily
Yeah.
Dilly.
Yes to Alex's t-shirt. That's Kevin
Hey.
Cruz.
I'm surprised someone has said yes to the entire PropDog.
Am I coming in?
You can come in if you want. I've got to try and remember this. So
Get it off the sticks.
I chose this trick because it kind of
Always
shows
got it
that
with you.
you'll get to see what I'm. You kind of get to see what I'm doing without me, hopefully without me getting it wrong.
Okay.
So I need Cash. Do you want to come in for this one, or Dave? You can do
yeah,
it?
do you want me to
If
do
you're
it?
not busy,
Yeah.
Dave.
Dave's
so,
not seen it, has he? So
Dave's not
No,
seen
no,
it.
no.
So 4 lovely cards, Dave,
Yeah.
and you won't be surprised to know that these are the 4 jokers. You hold out one of your hands. What a brilliant stuff. 1 joker, 2 jokers, 3 jokers. So that's 4 jokers. And you know what you say about the jokers?
They joke.
They're wild. They're wild and crazy. Wild and crazy.
Bit like me, really.
And so, what we're going to do, we're going to put one
Just
of
doing
the...
it by hand.
yeah, I do actually. Got to remember this bit. I think that's right. Yep. They turn 1 by 1. Joker turns in 1, turns into a... Oh, whoops. Cut. The other one turns into a black ace. So if you've got the 2 black aces, Dave,
Yes. 2 jokers.
I've got the black aces. You've got the red aces.
Ooh. There you go.
And that's the trick, apart from one small fumble.
Cool.
And that's Daily Dilly. And I think it's a really good effective trick. A little bit like Ace by Richard Sanders, but a couple more changes, a bit more justification. And that was just one that I picked entirely at random. So I recommend really looking it up. 60 odd effects, all really good. £32.
Not bad.
Thank you, Alex.
Pleasure.
Right. Clear a few more of these, and we've got a few tricks to show you. We're going to show you Blue Illusion in a minute by Mark Mason, and a few other bits and bods. Let me just clear a few of these so we
It's
don't
not
lose them
actually
all.
by Mark Mason, though.
Oh, Mark's produced it then, is he?
Mark has done
Right.
the video.
Oh, he's done the video, right? Okay, and it's his. That's definitely Mark's packaging because it's
Yeah,
double-sided.
I think Mark's been involved.
He always
but
does his double-sided packaging, which is very cool. But yeah, who is it?
It's by this man here.
Oh, Yard and Aviv. Okay. Right. Yes, to Bobo says Charlie Robinson.
You can have her.
Right, Bobo. That's
Bye.
it. You're going to see Charlie now.
Charlie's
yeah, you're going
mum.
to live with Charlie. That's it. You got to go now.
And a cockatoo in a pear tree.
Very good. You're on it today, aren't you?
I'm always on it.
Davis West says, what's a magic plot you'd like to see further explored?
Oh, crikey.
Cool.
Wait, what?
There's one for thinking, isn't it? It's a bit deep.
I missed that
bit
question.
deep.
What's the magic plots you'd like to see further explored?
Cash getting magic right.
I'd love to see that. I
Put
don't
me on
know.
the spot, yeah.
I don't know.
I'd have to think about that. If I can think of something before the end of the session, Davis, I'll let you know.
It's not necessarily a magic plot. I'd like to see kids' magic become a bit more inventive. It seems to just be rehashings of old stuff. It's very rare to see anything properly new.
I'd like to see a new plot in Magic where everyone is honest in their trailers. There we go. Peter Burkett says, has anyone asked about Click? Yes, we have. We spoke about it earlier on, Peter. So if you watch the from the start later on, and
I'll get
we'll
it
go
in.
from there. And Bobo's getting all what are you doing?
She's packing her bags. Going to see Charlie.
You're all playful now, aren't you? Yeah. Jonas says the invisible loop was invented by Finn John, who also used to sell them. I think he sold the rights to Masika. Ah.
Weird noise, baby.
Yeah, she chewed my finger. She does that. Ifty says yes, they have. The guys are getting one in the review. Yeah. So come on, up, put your weight. Come, you're being too much for pain now.
Is that camera too far back, by the way?
It was back earlier on because we were going to do the fish, and you got the full view of the fishing. But you can move it forward slightly now.
It's
That's
fine.
fine.
It's where it needs to be.
Right. Shall we do this one then by Blue Illusion?
Yes, we can.
Blue Illusion. I know very little about this trick so far. I picked it up about half an hour ago and had a couple of goes, but we're going to give it a go. Do you want to come in with the camera on this one?
This is brand new. I don't think this has been released
brand
yet.
new. It's not even on the website yet, but it will be out next week, I believe.
Yeah, it's not been released. This is the only one we've got.
It's called Blue Illusion. Okay. Do you know why it's called Blue Illusion?
No.
Well, the illusion is there's blue cards.
They're not. They're red.
No, it's red deck. But you can just kind of change it there to be red like that. There we are.
Wow.
That wasn't too good, was it? But there we are. We'll keep going. Jason, I've got a deck of cards over here. They are all different. You can see that. It's a full deck. There's no cards missing. All you have to do is to name a playing card. Anyone in a deck.
The 5 of hearts.
The 5 of hearts. Let's find the 5 of hearts for you. There's the 5 of diamonds. 5 of hearts. There we go. Any reason why you chose a 5?
No.
You could have had any card you want, but you wanted the 5.
Yeah, no, yep.
Well, I asked because it's called the blue illusion. The illusion being that it's the only blue card in the entire deck. Because all the other cards are indeed red, you see. That is what the blue illusion is.
That's good.
Yeah, what colour was your card?
Blue.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
It's called the blue illusion trick. There you go.
Very
so
good.
that's the blue illusion trick. Yeah, that is by Yarden Aviv. And I think I should do the opening part there again, because that's the most visual part of the whole deck.
Dave's done this 5 or 6 times, and every time it's brilliant. It looks brilliant.
Yeah.
So we need to do this justice.
Tilt down a bit so you can see that. I can't see, so you can tell me when it's. I'll try and do everything from here. Huh? What are you doing?
There we go.
Okay. Just that's it like that. You got it? Is that centre?
Yeah.
You show the card over here. There we go. 1, 2, 3, and that's the illusion of the deck.
It's good, that. I do like it. I do like it. I mean, if you're doing Instagram, you know, it looks good live, but if you're doing, you know, with a bit of practice, it looks stunning live, but with on Instagram or something, that's killer, that is. It's like Chicago Opener mixed with the colour changing deck, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. So
I like it, it's good.
It is pretty much, if you're going to do Chicago Opener, then it's just an extra element to it. It's like a bit more of a twist, a bit more of a convincer.
I mean, you could do Chicago Opener from that deck, couldn't you?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be a nice addition.
And you could probably wangle the deck change halfway through the routine. You know, blue, was it? The deck was blue. Oh no, the deck was red, kind of thing. You know.
What's happened to
Installing one item. That's never good, is it?
No.
That's right.
Okay.
We're still live.
We're still live.
Right.
Dave, do you want to see Red Illusion?
I want to see Red Illusion.
Yeah, check this out. Red sponge ball. Ready? Nothing in my hands, nothing up my sleeves.
Yeah.
All I do is this, and it changes into a yellow illusion.
You've got a thunder
yellow
bomb.
I don't.
Ooh.
It's called Red Illusion, Dave, because all you do is push it, you blow, and it changes.
It's got potential.
And these are our colours. These are our colour-changing sponge balls by Bizarro.
Cool.
Really good. You get 2 in a pack, and great routine. He's got some amazing, amazing effects on his trailer. He's got one in his mouth at one point, one in his hand, and he shakes it down, and then they look up, and the one in his mouth's changed. Really cool. Really good.
Awesome.
And you get 2 balls per bag.
You do. You get 2 balls in your bag.
I've wanted those for a while, but they haven't been available.
They are with us at PropDog now, ladies and gents. And if you're doing red, think of the potential with red. Imagine that with the syringe.
Oh, with red. Yeah.
That goes in there.
Yeah. Like the red.
Comes yellow. That'd be awesome.
Or you could have one, if you can play around
Just
with
damp
it a
them up
little bit.
first.
It would be good
That'd
if
be
you
fun.
had a blue one. A blue one, and you suck out green, and you're left with yellow.
That'd be good.
Blue, yellow,
No,
Oh.
you'd have to suck out.
Orange.
You know what I mean?
No, what?
What?
Orange.
Wait, sorry.
Yellow and green made blue. So you're right. Yeah,
No.
if you had a blue,
Yeah,
if you had a blue ball,
Something different.
if you had a blue ball,
suck
and you
out
suck
green,
out green,
have
you're left
yellow.
with yellow.
That'll work.
They only come red and yellow, don't they?
You are
I'm
primary
thinking of
cats.
something else.
Primary colour.
Let's talk very quickly about this. So we've got we were asked a few times if we can get a nest of boxes in. So we have a nest of boxes. If you've never seen a nest of boxes, I'm going to show you how a nest of boxes works. Okay, so let's say you're going to borrow a ring. You can kind of make someone's ring vanish, and then you've got a box over here. Now what you're going to do is to load this in. What we're going to do, you get rid of that. This will all be kind of part of your routine. I'm just going to show you this in a minute.
Yeah.
But you say, look, I've got a box over here. Inside that box, is another box. I don't know how you get these out. I suppose you're going to have to tip it. There you go, tip it like that. I've never done this before, by the way. And you say, yeah, I've got another one over here, and
A box inside a box inside.
It's like Russian
Boxception.
it is Russian dolls. Yeah.
Boxception.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a better method for taking the inner ones out, but this will work for now.
I think it would be better as a comedy gag just to get the.
Yeah, can anyone guess what's inside the box?
And then inside there is going to be it's another box.
Just like that typical Christmas present where someone's just going to the world's tiniest thing,
Or-
put it in a bigger box,
and
weight it down with
There's
books.
the ring.
Or it's a prolonged engagement.
Yeah. But anyway, that's nesting boxes.
Come on, sound like you're
Literally.
watching.
So it's the easiest thing in the world to perform. You'd have to do a little bit of routining to find out the best way to get it all ready, but the idea is you can just open everything up over here, you put your little slide here straight into the middle one. It's all fairly straightforward.
Yeah, if it were me, if I were doing that in a kids show, I'd have this in a bag.
Yeah.
It's like a gift bag.
Have your ring.
Have
just,
your ring.
Just go in.
Go
just
in.
Say, you know.
Remove your slide.
Box over here.
Yeah. Come out of the bag. That's the best way.
You'll figure it out. So yeah, that is a nest of boxes. We have those in, especially for you guys, as you've asked.
Nicely made as well.
And they are, yeah, they're not bad made. Yeah. They are
111.99. Yeah.
Well, I suppose they're not boxes.
I would have thought it was more than that.
111.99.
Good looking
there we go.
boxes.
Box of nesting boxes.
They're really
Right.
nicely made.
So what else? We're going to talk about. Right. So can somebody bring up the? Because I can't see anything here now. Can someone bring up any comments that I might need to answer? We're saying 1 minute now, so I might be right before the end of the show. What's the time? It's 5 past.
We had Alex T-shirt. Here's a new release. Magic Plot. You further explore. Has anyone asked about Click by Manuel Gosol? Yep. The invisible loop was first invented in da-da-da.
Right, tell you what, don't read it out loud. You read it to yourself. We'll read the questions on here. So we've got somebody
so we've got
asking.
2 questions.
Right, okay.
Small Bonsalopes.
Yes. So who is it?
Kato.
Kato wanted to know whether the extra small Bonsalopes
will fit in a nest of wallets.
Yes, and
the silk inside. Is that right?
Yeah, he asked if it's possible to have the, you know how you load the ring into the silk.
Yeah.
Whether it's possible to have the ring in the silk in the Bonsalop.
No. So the Bonsalope is.
Concerned we were cash in the room.
Remind me to set that to never update, because that's just the worst time. I've never seen it update at all, and now it's doing this. Anyway, right, so Nesta wallet envelopes, or well, extra small Bonsalopes, they are designed to be an alternate version or an alternative to the red silk you get. So Nick's Nest of Wallets, I think Saturn Magic has a version as well. Instead of using the actual
cloth,
make cloth, you put a Bonsalope inside, which is that little bit more on possibility. But you can't use the red cloth inside a Bonsalope. And Alakazam do a version of Nest of Wallet envelopes as well. Theirs have a window in it, but they're peel and seal. So a few people have had problems loading a ring into it, and it kind of gets stuck in there. Yeah, Nest of Wallets on our extra small Bonsalopes will fit perfectly in the Nest of Wallets.
Okay, the other question we had was from Kimchi, which was about
I like kimchi.
Which is about a reel, our reel specifically.
Yeah, so he was asking.
Do we have one?
About
Sorry,
locking reels.
Come on, Cash.
There's one on the side there. It's a demo one. Yeah. So Kato was asking what the difference is with a locking reel and what can be used for.
Yeah, basically, what are the advantages and disadvantages?
So we started making this reel. Well, basically, the long story is Michael and Mark came over here about 8-9 years ago. It's not long after I'd launched Ring Fight Revolution, and he was wanting to know if I could make reels. So we sat down, had breakfast, we had a long chat, and he wanted us to make a reel that could do silk for a microphone with. That's just before he made that very famous and did it on the Letterman show, etc. And with all the technology in the Ring Flight, we couldn't actually make them because the housing, you had to custom make some kind of housing, which is too expensive, too time consuming to do. Roll on 8-9 years later, and I found these reels. They come from China, hence the reason got Chinese writing on them, and the housing is perfect. It's a cast, don't know what it is actually. It's probably cast iron or cast something, or zinc or something reel. Anyway, the housing is perfect. The reel's terrible inside, so I managed to get these, take them apart, and put the same technology we use in the Ring Fight Revolution into here. And that allowed me to produce a reel that's quiet enough to be able to do silk for a microphone, and long enough, because you've got to have a body that's enough room inside to hold a spring long enough to allow you to do this. So this was primarily designed to be doing silk through microphone, but it can be used for a ton of other tricks. Now what Kato may be on about is tricks where you have a locking reel where you pull it out and you press something and it locks in place. We don't have one of those. The best you can offer is just to hold it in place, and that's not really going to work. Tricks you might use that for, there's one where you tie a knot in a silk and you let it drop like that, and then it unties itself. That's the kind of thing you would use a locking one for. Some people would use them if you're doing a kind of Ring Flight routine where you'd pull it out, you'd lock it, and it'll be just sitting there in your back pocket dangling, so you can reach and grab it, and then once you've grabbed it to release it, unlock it, you just pull and it will unlock it. But there are, I mean, there's a whole DVD on Real Magic. I think it's World's Greatest Magic. There's loads of effects you can do with it.
Yeah.
I don't know that many of them. I just know the basics with it, you know, from snatching things and
I saw a nice one with a like a linking ring once with a silk going through a ring. I can't remember who that was.
If you're going to do
Nice.
silk for a microphone, the best reel you can use is the old Duco reels, but they're between 100 and 200 pounds and really hard to get hold of. Where these are 34 pounds.
Why?
This is the cheap version.
Why is it the best?
Because the engineering that goes into it is phenomenal. I'm taking an off-the-shelf product and adapting it to make it good.
Yeah, and
He's
they've made
building
it
one
from
from scratch. I don't know. I could be wrong here, but I was under the impression that Alduco worked for some kind of space company, whether it's a NASA or something, and he had access to multi-million-pound equipment, which is why he could make it. I don't know if that's completely true or the backstory, but that's the rumour I heard. And he was able to produce the most phenomenal reels. And if you've seen it, I mean, I've repaired tons of them, so I know exactly how good they are. The precision on them is amazing. They're utterly silent. They'll pull to this long, brilliant. But you're paying for what you get with that. We're almost up, I think. I'm hoping. So, is there any more questions we need to answer?
That was some
on the real thing. Paul Diamond back in the 70s. You can still get a download, I think, from L&L.
Yeah.
And he's got a brilliant one. All on. He uses a non-locking reel for serpent silk. Loads of changing things.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. So Paul Diamond in the 70s. It's an old thing. It's very cheap to get it.
You heard
Loads
it.
of tricks.
Check it out.
That was really informative.
Oh,
That was
what have you been taking
cash.
today?
That was a cash one.
What do you mean that's a cash one?
Cash.
Yep.
It was a cash one.
It was a cash one.
All
Right.
right.
Is there anything else to talk about?
Yeah, so
Kimchi,
earlier
Kato,
David
Snow,
asked about what
Winters.
you'd like to see further explored. Andrew, contrary to that, went, what magic plots would you not like to be explored?
Oh god, that's easier. What do I not like?
Porn magic.
I'd love to see that, and now I'm going to make my wand vanish.
Supernova, borrow sign,
Yeah,
coin,
okay.
enable. What's that? Why have
Yeah,
we got
so
that on
somebody
there?
asked about Supernova a few weeks ago. I believe it's Penguin. I see
It's-
so many products every week.
Illusionist?
It's one of the two,
Penguin or
Penguin or Illusionist. So basically, either way, it wasn't available for wholesale at this time.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
But it's a coin.
Oh!
It's a coin
We're
vanishes
on.
and then appears inside
We're
an
on.
8 ball or something.
Yeah.
We're on. I think we're on.
Da-da-da.
There you go. Just for you guys, you see, I've updated the operating system on my computer just for you guys because that's how much I like you.
Relish Garish said, what's a country you would like to explore? Yeah,
Australia or Japan.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
gonna say.
Australia or
Aussie
Japan.
land.
Oh, I did want to explore Peru and the Amazon. Did that.
Got the T-shirt.
Yeah.
Trinity
Got
System was the
something.
loot
Got the video.
tie-in from David West.
Thank you, Davis.
Hope you're all having a great weekend and week from Walter McGurn.
We are.
Otter, I'd probably buy the Blue Illusion just for the colour change alone.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
We'll get them in next week for you guys, hopefully.
Is there anything else?
Davis West, sorry if I already commented this. My Wi-Fi is weird at college. Do you guys have the Razer wallet?
No.
No.
Still haven't managed to get it in yet. We promised somebody would be talking about
Yeah,
it. but
yeah, we have done it. We talked about it. I think we talked about it at some point on one of the lives, but we only got 4 in because we hadn't seen it before. Wow.
That was only that far
Yeah.
earlier on.
Yeah.
It's just slowly risen up.
Jeez,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, no, we got 4 in because we, it's expensive to take a punt on something you've not seen, and they were good. So we will.
Feel it. Put your finger in. Feel it.
That's decent.
That's it. Drop it all over the
Mess on
floor.
Eat it.
Thanks.
I'm not. Don't tempt me.
Don't eat it. Don't get it in your eye.
Oh!
Don't
I won't
eat
get
your
somewhere. Yeah, yes. We have Facebook. Where's the post?
Yeah, so we will get the Razer wallet back. We just need to do an illusionist order at some point, probably in the new
Soon.
year.
We'll be doing it soon.
Peter Burkett said, looks heavy to carry around with you. I guess he's talking about the Nesta boxes.
Oh yeah, it's a stage thing anyway. You wouldn't do a close up. You'd have that as part of your stage show, I think, or a little parlour show. Right. Okay, we are back up and running on here. I can now see everything, and I can see everyone's comments. I think. I hope. Come on. Yep. There we go.
We're back.
Right. Okay. Come explore Sweden, says Ottar. Come explode Sweden. Do you know? I've been to Denmark. I've
I'd
been
like
to
to go to
Norway.
Sweden.
I've been to Norway several times, but I've never been to Sweden. No.
Been to IKEA.
I lost my virginity to a Swedish
Not now.
Swedish show jumper.
Oh god.
Well,
go on.
Young 18-year-old
It's a
me.
good little segue.
Oh,
that
I
one.
genuinely thought that was a joke.
No, that's genuine. No.
What's
No,
the
my-
punchline?
What's the fun
I
stuff?
lost
Go
my
on.
virginity. Right, so this is a story, right? So I was a lifeguard. I used to be a lifeguard. I used to do highboard, springboard diving. So I worked at a pool, so I could do this, right? And we're all sitting in the pool in 1988, and there's me and a couple of mates, all lifeguard, and we're sitting there watching people come up and down, and people coming out the change rooms, and then in through the changing rooms walks the 2 most stunning, blonde, beautiful women you can imagine in just skimpy bikini bottoms, nothing on top. And we were like,
Are you sure this isn't American Pie?
No, seriously, right? This is seriously two beautiful, 18-year-old, beautiful Swedish blonde women walked in and got into the pool and were swimming up down topless. And we were like, what the hell is going on here? Anyway,
So you rescued them.
oh, we were like, this is great.
They were drowning. We had to
Anyway,
save them.
management comes in and says, Dave, you've got to tell these girls they can't come in like that. And I had to go over there and talk to the girls, explain that in the UK we wear costumes when you go swimming, because in Sweden they often don't.
No heavy petting.
And and I just ended up getting chatting to this girl. We had a good laugh. She was over here for a show jumping contest. Took her out that night. We wined her, dined her, and lost my cherry.
Was she on the fence about the whole thing? The fence.
Oh,
Cherry jump.
Come
God.
on. Come on.
Good.
Come on.
sorry, you had to.
She didn't take offence.
sorry,
Did
I
you
had to
just
do
throw a little horse off with that bad joke?
Yeah.
You can't handle the
Right.
truth.
So what I'm going to do is what I'm going to do. What we're going to do is we're going to read through here. That's what we're going to do. We're
can't
going to read
believe
through
that
here.
wasn't a joke.
And
Genuinely.
we're going to catch up with everyone. Then we're going to say goodbye. I
Oh,
think so.
gobsmacked.
There we are.
I'm
Right.
gobsmacked.
Got a few more. What's the earliest one you can see, boss?
Trinity system for loop tying. What countries would like to explore? So done that one. Done that one.
Peter Burkett's
Sorry
was
guys,
last
just
one
need to
to
catch
read.
up where we are in here. I've already commented. My Wi-Fi is weird at college. Do you guys?
Yeah, done that
have-
one. We've done that one.
Yeah.
Peter Burkett's we've done.
Yeah.
You want Daniel Bryan?
Right, so Daniel Bryan, there we are. Is there a difference between the Blue Illusion and Grade by myself and Matthew Underhill? Is there a difference between Blue Illusion and Grade by myself and Matthew Underhill? I don't know. What's
In
Grade?
fact, Daniel, you'd
I
be
only
the best
caught the
person
deck-
to know about that one.
Yeah, I'm afraid I don't know. So basically, I don't know what your effect is, Daniel. So, yeah.
Send us the instructions.
Send us the instructions
Yeah.
for yours, we'll let you know.
Yeah, as it's not been released yet, I can't really show you the method, although if you've got a slow motion thing on there, you might be able to work it out on YouTube later. Davis, on the topic of sleeping, how do you guys combat sleeping not working when you have a long sleeve dress shirt with your... What? Sleep... On the topic
Does he
of
mean
sleeping.
sleeving?
I think he means
Yeah.
sleeving, not sleeping. Yeah,
I have
I'm
problems
like-
sleeping.
I have
On
problems.
the topic of
His name's
sleeping.
Charlie, he's two.
On the topic of sleeving, how do you guys combat sleeving not working when you have a long sleeve dress shirt on your jacket? If you're good at sleeving, you can sleeve through the smallest
Oh
little
my
thing. But
God, who's that guy? Remember
yeah,
that
it's
sleeving
insane.
system
However, I for years and years I roll my sleeves up when I perform, and I have them a little. They call them bankers armbands to hold your sleeves up. We actually sell them.
What you
And
do
the
is you buy
reason-
that.
The reason I do that is because the amount of times, as I was walking away from a table, I could hear somebody say, "Oh, it was up his sleeve," or "Yeah, he must have put up his sleeve," and always talking about, because people presume magicians put things up the sleeve. It's just what they know about. So for years, I was putting up with this, and then I started rolling my sleeves up, and people were saying, as I walked away from the table,
But there's no sleeves.
I don't get it. His sleeves are rolled up, and ever since then, I was like, I'm onto something here.
God.
I've never had my sleeve down ever since.
No, they all let
It's a
you mess up
shame
your
because it
sleeve.
looks nice when you got some nice cuffs, white cuffs and some nice shiny gold cufflinks. It looks nice and looks posh. But for me, the reaction of, oh my God, your sleeves are rolled up is so much better. So even though your sleeves are down, even if somebody doesn't say it, that I think they'll be thinking it, because until you roll your sleeves up and you hear the amount of comments by people saying, oh my God, your sleeves are rolled up,
Yeah.
then you suddenly get it.
I used to do that in Hamleys all the time because it was so hot.
I
And then
always
you
wait
used to
for
get it.
somebody-
Probably every other demonstration you get, he hasn't got any
Somebody goes,
sleeves. It's almost up there with "Are you in the magic circle?"
Yeah.
It's commented on that much.
The one thing I love is when somebody does, as you're walking away, somebody does goes, he's obviously used his sleeves, and I find that as a challenge. At that point, I do the entire routine again with a jacket off. Where's the sleeve?
If you want to learn sleeving, we've got sleeving system in. I can't see who it's by because there's a sticker stuck over it. But
And you're blind.
my goodness, this is like Ponta the Smith for sleeving. This
Sleeving.
guy just does that, and it ends up here. It's mad. It's
Just does that and it comes all the way up there, goes
absolutely-
across there and falls out of that
My
arm.
God,
It's
he could
amazing.
do that. I wouldn't be surprised if he could do that. This is phenomenal. Give us a shout on the emails if you want me to put it on the site. It's not on the site because we've got a demo of it.
Okay, Jonas says, okay, must leave early as the dog has started to sing and he wants to go out for a walk. Bye, you guys, see you next week. We have the same problem with Cash. Whenever he wants to go out for a walk, he just starts singing. It's crazy.
Stop it.
Adam Evans says, do you sell Stealth Assassin? How much, please?
Is that Sans Mine?
No, that's the Peter Nardi one, I think. I think we do. Regards to how much it is, Adam, have a look on the website, mate. Best way. That's all we'll do.
Oh, it's Silent Assistant I'm thinking of. So that sounds nice.
Andrew Max Phoenix says RD Insta by Henry Harris. What do you think of it? We haven't seen it. We've seen the trailer. It looks amazing, but we haven't seen the routine. I mean, how many things look amazing on trailers?
Yeah,
a lot.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Well, yeah. How many things look amazing on trailers and are amazing?
Oh yeah,
I would say
absolutely.
Henry. I would say Henry's stuff is definitely in that category.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he's not like.
I'll be gutted if that's not good. It looks amazing.
Thomas Wonder says the George Kirkendale feel is locking. Sorry,
Getting real.
Oh, real. He said feel, but yeah, real is locking and is great too. Thank you,
guys. Like, just try and keep an eye on the spelling. I feel a little bit dyslexic.
No, it's more funny. It's more funny.
Yeah, I like sleeping.
No.
I'm seeing again.
Knowing about the George Kirkendale feel, I want to know what it feels like.
That's in effect that the George Kirkendale feel.
It's like this. It's a secret feel.
Never do that again. Okay, do it again.
You enjoyed it too much.
Just
Simon Keane says, I've got a Swedish woman with me. She said, tell Dave the boy is 20 now and he can spend a few quid. That would work out right as well, 20 years. I'm 48, yeah, that's right.
He's got lifetime membership, but that's where we're not. Tell you.
Yeah. The funny thing was, at that age, I was still living at home, and
I can't believe we're back on this now.
I know, yeah. Basically, I snuck her into my house late at night, and my dad in the morning come out and he goes, "Did you have anyone Swedish here last night?" I said, "No, why did you say that?" He goes, "Swedish car park outside the front all night."
Oh, amazing.
Who gets the hats? Was I first? I don't know, Peter. Cash is going to look at it, and you've got the list already.
I've got the list already.
Oh, okay. So the people getting the hats. So these are the not the woolly hats. These are the blank hats that were no good to us.
I was a little confused between those two, so it's a case of
Yeah. So cool. It's basically Paul Sunderland, Stephen Steff, Peter Burkitt, Kevin Morton, and Charlie Robinson. You guys will all get an unbranded PropDog hat.
Zach O'Black.
Zach O'Black
for the Omnideck.
is the Omnideck, yeah.
And Andrew Phoenix, you got the Omniphone Clearphone thingy.
There you go, guys.
Guys, what I would recommend is if you're not a customer of ours, please drop us a message either on Facebook or even email us. Email would be better.
Cass doesn't check Facebook.
Email us in your addresses, even if you are a customer, just for the funsies, just to make sure we've got this so we can get these sent out to you.
I'm just checking nothing else.
No, I think
cool.
That's it.
Right, almost ready to wrap up for the day. Tom Brace, Cube to Chocolate. Any idea when it'll be back in stock? I didn't even know we were out of Cube to Chocolate.
We haven't had it for a while. I've been waiting for it to come back in.
Oh, we've got a demo.
We've got a demo version.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why I thought. I was like, what?
Well, let's get on it. Let's make a note of that, and then Monday let's contact.
Let's contact Henry and see if we can get the new thing as well.
Yeah, no problem at all. Have you got Vortex by Dan Harlan? I don't know, Peter Burke. Have a look on the website. If we have, it will be on then. So, right, that's it. Thank you all for watching. And, Joe! My friend Joe in Tenerife has joined. Hola, Joe. No, that's it. Yeah, right, okay. So, guys, thank you for watching. Joe, sorry, my friend, you're just slightly too late. Tune back in next week at 4 o'clock, or you can watch it afterwards. It'll be on YouTube about 9 o'clock tonight by the time I've finished all the editing and everything on it. So, yeah, guys, have a great weekend. If you're gigging, have a great gig, and we will see you at 4 PM next Friday.
If you know any Swedish Dave Bonsall lookalikes, please get in touch.